This is part 33 of our cry for help. We are
Exhausted.
sitting here, exhausted, traumatized, fearful, and we don't like what's taking place. Joe, do you want to say something? Because
it's a sickening feeling that we have to constantly battle with this corruption, constantly battle with them.
You don't feel like you live in the United States of America. And, you know, it takes your health away.
Yep. It really does.
Every bone in my body is aching from this. And like we always say, we need help. Okay? I mean, this is a cult of an army. And they battle with us on the computer. We can't write our words. They're constantly throwing all kinds of malicious viruses and plugins and all kinds of things. And all we do is stay here and fight them on the computer.
That's all we do.
Okay? And we're afraid to go outside because they follow you. And now we have to worry about them being very upset at us.
Yeah, no.
Because we're supposed to be in the Nazi regime. Okay? Until we die. Now that we're exposing them, it's even more dangerous. But we have no recourse but to expose them. Because if we don't expose them, we will die.
We have to expose them.
Okay? I mean, we can't even express what we had to go through with Jamie Kurt. Okay? I mean, we were stupid to find somebody on the computer.
You're a desperado because
you see, what this cult does, they put a lot of fraudulent web pages on. And there were other web pages, like, it seemed like a great detective service.
Yeah.
It was all about our case. It said everything that we're entrapped in. And we know that in the United States of America this doesn't happen, okay? So we were almost going to call that place, but then we realized that was a trap.
Yeah.
Then we had this
lady, right?
Yeah, this medical place, and they recommended a very good psychologist that deals with dangerous cults.
Yeah, and they said
highly recommended.
We're going to give you this person. That's all she deals with.
Right. So to make a long story short, we called her.
Right.
And she told me to write a lengthy document for her. Again, lengthy writing. I said, can I just tell you over the phone? I said, because to write it is too drooling. I can't keep on writing.
And we also asked her, you know what, we can all, actually, we would like to talk to you because, you know, we like to see who you're dealing with, okay? Anybody would. So we don't care about traveling, whatever, you know, we'll be there and we'd like to meet with you, and because in person you can explain things much better. This is not something that's, you know, has just happened. It's going on for about a month or two.
Right, okay.
This is going on for like 8 years.
Right. So this person was in another state.
Yes.
We had no problem going there.
Right, exactly.
So she sends us through the internet. Well, I take $1,000 up front. You have to send me $2,000 in cash. Okay?
I take $1,000 up front,
and I have to investigate what kind of cult you're in and whatever. So you have to pay for all my motel rooms, all my restaurants, gas, planes, if I have to take planes to places. And it was like, oh my God, do they think we're that desperate that we would go
to those extremes and pay for
give, you know, because we don't even have that money anymore.
Thousands and thousands of dollars.
Who's going to give? She wanted $2,000 in cash in an envelope. So what we're trying to say is, we're entrapped in so much fraud and so much crap, we can't take it anymore. Okay? This is not the way to live. We wanted to continue further, with our cry for help. As we're talking, this lethal corruption is invading our space again.
Yes,
into our YouTube account. We expect, all our videos to be wiped out because they don't want to be exposed.
Quite a few have been knocked out already.
But, most of you know us already, okay? And if we have to, we'll read the narrative again, 10 pages without stopping, so it goes much quicker.
Yeah,
for people that, come in at the tail end and don't know what we're going through. Okay? But we want to continue with the Verizon.
Yeah,
why don't we do that, Joe?
Yeah, why don't you just do that? Let's forget about...
Yeah, about them. Okay, because they're just a big distraction.
Let's go on here.
With Verizon.
Right, and we left to that point where we just left off that time where we actually went to Manhattan around where the
Battery Park.
Yeah, by Ground Zero.
Okay, so remember we were talking about the Spanish girl at the front desk. So she comes in with the police.
Exactly. That's
okay,
right.
and she says, "You have to leave." And she's got this usual habitual.
Yeah, well, just keep in mind to refresh people's mind a little bit. We went there the day before. It was just after New Year's Day, but the phone company still took another holiday, and they said, everybody still take another holiday. Come back tomorrow. Nobody's here today. I'm just here, and that's about it. But come back tomorrow. You can definitely walk in. As soon as you walk in, make a left. There's a room in there, and you explain the problem to them, and it will definitely get you somebody that will investigate your case. Not a problem.
Yeah, well, they said a security is coming. We said.
But no, this was the prior
yes.
day. So we could, I'm just refreshing people's mind a little bit. So we went back the following day. Okay, and what we wanted to do is we just didn't want to just walk in to that room, so we just want to introduce ourselves to in the lobby. And we told you we met this Spanish girl there at the reception center. I'm just going to make a long story short, okay? She said that you're going to have to go into that room like the other guy said originally, and security will come down to help you. I mean, figure security. Why does security have to take care of these, contracted as installers that came to our home?
Right. But bear in mind, everything is always reversed.
Right.
Instead of getting the corrupt people and imposters and dangerous people that violate us to the extreme, we could be killed by them, it's reversed, that they bring security on us.
But anyway, so we went to that particular room where we were told to go. We go in there, and there's we speak to a receptionist in there too, and we explain to her the whole situation. And when we told her about the security, she looked at us. I said, security? She says, what is security going to do for you? I said, well, this is what we were told, that security is going to come down, and we were supposed to wait here. And she says, well, okay, if that's what you have to do. As soon as she, we spoke to her, briefly after that, the phone rings, and we know that she's talking to the receptionist in the hallway, that the Spanish girl that sent us into that room. We were just talking now, and this receptionist talking to the Spanish girl, says, yeah, the people are here. Yeah, they're here. They're here. Evidently, she was telling her something, but we could not hear. She kept saying, yeah, you're right, okay, no problem,
okay.
Anyway,
that's the code. What Joe is trying to say is that before the usual torturous, demonic incidents occur with the police and the corrupt employees, the other person is told, she goes, she's being told a whole bunch of lies about us. Okay, so here comes a policewoman. With the Spanish woman who comes in.
Yeah, they walk into the room briefly after we spoke, and the Spanish woman just looks at us, doesn't say anything. Meanwhile, the policewoman takes over. She says, well, you need to leave the premises instantly. I said, what?
You came here to make a complaint.
I said, no, you need to leave here now. And I said, what are you talking about? I'm sorry. And the Spanish girl says, yeah, you have to leave now. You gotta go.
And she's
And,
laughing.
and they're both escorting us.
Yeah, and they're laughing as they're doing it.
And they can't help just laughing because I turn around and they're laughing with each
They're
other.
They're also laughing because they want us to hit them.
So
then
as
they
we are
can lock
leaving,
us up how much can you take?
She goes, as you're leaving right by the door, she goes, bye now.
Right.
And like that was, you know.
But that's what always happens. Okay, so we walk out.
There goes that investigation out the window again.
Like every other investigation. And that's why we are entrapped in this.
Because nobody wants to investigate this corruption.
And this lethal cult has us as their victims for 8.5 years. They don't want to release us. They want us dead. They already killed my mother. Okay? They don't want, I mean, they're so accustomed to, they're relishing on this.
They have a mission in mind. They have a mission in mind.
It's to take our apartment, we become destitute, and then we die. Or we're killed by them. Because there's always lethal incidents, and we cannot live like this any longer. Okay? Now continue with the wire, so they know about the wire. So, because of the illicit activities with Verizon, and there were so many imposters involved, okay?
Right.
What we did, we didn't want to stay with Verizon, okay? Because, you know, first we found out that the phone wire box downstairs in the basement is exposed. Right. And Verizon refused to put a box on it.
Right, okay, that was...
We kept on calling Verizon. They said they won't, then they said they will, then they won't. The same back and forth thing. And we kept on saying, you can't leave it like that. It's a violation. Okay, finally, after pulling teeth,
right,
and we weren't here at the time.
Right. When we come back to New York again,
we finally see
that
there's a cover there.
There's a like brand new cover.
Yes.
With a big padlock.
Yeah, a padlock. Bear in mind, not a regular,
It's a padlock, but you don't have a key to open it.
Right.
It has a combination.
Okay. So, what Verizon would refuse? A Verizon installer came, okay, to test our wires at the time, because we had all symptoms of our phone being wiretapped.
This is when we have a previous service.
Our phone, no, this was now.
Oh, that's right. This is now.
Yeah, I know. Because so much. Right.
Yeah, but we
We're
just have a new
backtracking
phone.
a little bit.
Backtracking a little bit. Okay.
Okay, because we have our calls rewired to other numbers.
Exactly.
We hear people on the phone. There's clicks. We can't dial certain numbers. Okay, we pick up the phone and there's somebody talking. All kinds of crazy things going on, and we knew our phones had been tapped. So, this is still when the cover was off. So the Verizon installer comes, we were relieved to finally find out what's going on. He tells us, no. I will not tell you if your phones are tapped or not.
First he says, I know everything about, about wiretapping, but I'm going to send somebody else to check it. I said, okay, if you don't do it, as long as somebody else does it, but they're going to have to tell us if our phones are tapped. That's one thing I can do. If we see a problem, we'll take care of it.
He says, I cannot do that.
But I cannot tell you
if the phones are tapped. You're listening, Joe. The main thing is, which we always say, he says, I cannot tell you if the phones are tapped because of the Patriot Act. So I didn't know at the time what the Patriot Act was. I said, what are you talking about? I said, I'm a Verizon customer. The box is exposed. We explained to him all the problems we have on our phone. And he says, all I'll do is, okay, I'll look at it, but I cannot tell you if it's tapped or not. Isn't that like everything else we go through?
Yeah.
We cannot know anything. And if we have violations, we have to live with it. So, I went upstairs and immediately looked up the Patriot Act. Okay, because I didn't know what it was. Patriot Act is what the police can use if they think someone's a criminal.
Right.
They can listen to their
phone conversations. They can take their phone, legally, because the police can do that.
And if the police believe that you are a criminal, you cannot know what's going on with your telephone wires.
Right.
So, what do? We were beside ourselves. We knew definitely that our wires are tapped, because what do the police always say about us? We're mentally deranged criminals, okay?
Anyway, this video is coming to an end, okay? And we're going to try to resume again with the next video.
I hope you're following this, because we're so exhausted.
Thank you.
Thank you.